If you've ever been overwhelmed by your inbox or Facebook invites, messages, tweets, all of that, and just wanted to get away from it all for just a little while, just to see if it would make you feel better, make you maybe a stronger and happier person, well, Paul Miller from The Verge decided to find out. He actually unplugged from the internet for a full year.
Great idea, poorly executed.
Now, why is this?
Well, I don't think what he did was a half measure. He should have gone all the way.
He said he was unplugging from the internet, and he unplugged from the internet.
Yes, and he started off really great. He says, you know, there was more time in the day. He had more chance encounters on the street. He met people for lunch instead of just talking to them online. He, you know, read more books. He became more worldly. He lost 15 pounds without even trying. Great,
Sweet.
You're doing something right, man. But then he said by the end of it, it was just, you know, go home, turn on the TV, veg out, read the newspaper, watch a movie, play video games for 10 hours. You're missing the point.
So what is the point of this, in your opinion?
He got away from the internet. He got away from social media. He got away from the, you know, barrage of information that gets us all day and like occupies so much of our time. I know I spend so much time on Reddit just absorbing and absorbing, and most of it is just garbage. Sorry, Reddit, most of it's garbage. I love cat pictures.
You don't love Advice Mallard?
I love all those things. I look at them all every day.
Yeah, I do too.
But I shouldn't. But he, instead of just abandoning the internet, he should have abandoned more technology. Like, turn off the television, get rid of the video games. It's like saying, you know what, I drink a lot of beer. I think it would be better if I quit beer for a year, I'll lose weight and whatnot. But then he spends every day getting drunk on whiskey and vodka. He's like, my life's not better, I don't understand.
I wouldn't say whiskey or vodka, maybe like smoking or something. I mean, I think the point of this was, something he unintentionally proved was that maybe the internet isn't the problem. Like, if you decide that's what's cutting me off from my family and my friends and my life and my learning and all this enrichment that could be possible in your life, you're just going to replace it with some other vice. So maybe maybe we shouldn't be pointing fingers at the internet like, oh, bad, what time waster, makes me stupid, makes me dull, ruins my life. You're gonna ruin your life anyway, pal.
He was trying to get rid of unproductive time wasters.
Yeah.
Things that don't matter, things that don't better him as a person. And he got rid of a lot of them, but then he found some new ones.
Yep. So one vice begets another.
So I think his point that unplugging for a year didn't make him a better person was misguided. I think if you go all the way, you do that full measure and turn off the television and the video games and all those things, he would have been a better, more productive person, would have finished that book, would have cultivated those like person-to-person relationships.
Well, he got, you know, at first he did that, but then after a while he said, well, my frisbee started gathering dust and I was ignoring these letters. He's got letters, snail mail, in a P.O. box, and then after a while he looked at them kind of angrily, like he resented these letters, and maybe 12 letters in the P.O. box was the same as 100 emails in a day. It got to that point. So I feel like I mean, even if he had turned off the video game console and the TV and whatever, he'd find some other way to waste his time.
It's about self-control.
Or it also depends on what you consider a waste of time. But yeah, it is about self-control and moderation. I mean, cutting out one thing entirely isn't going to change anything, as we've talked about before. I mean,
we'll find new time wasters and distractions.
Yeah.
It's about being productive and, you know, having the self-control to say, no, I'm not going to go on the internet or write a tweet or play video games. I'm going to work on my book. I'm going to call my mom. I'm going to do this, that, or the other. You know?
Well, there's also this other component to this. There was a quote here I liked a lot that was, there's a lot of reality in the virtual and a lot of virtual in our reality. Just the way that communication and socializing has evolved. If you cut, you know, all your digital socializing out, it doesn't really fix your life because you're cutting out that socializing time altogether. It's just an easier means to do it, and blaming that means isn't really, it's not going to change much.
Being a productive member of society is difficult.
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
I couldn't do a year without the internet.
Yeah, me neither.
I couldn't do what I'm telling people to do. No TV, no video. I can't.
You're telling them? I'm telling you not to.
Oh, I'm saying that if you want to lose weight and be more productive and all that, you need to get rid of all of those things, not just some of them, because you'll crank up the ones that you have left. Instead of spending 10 hours a day on the internet, you spend 10 hours a day in front of the television.
Or I'd be doing like crossword puzzles or some shit like that.
You know, other time wasters. So.